What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with that instant analysis on the Dallas Mavericks, the new iteration of them with Kyrie Irving. No Luka tonight. They still was able to beat Paul George and Kawhi Leonard led Clippers pretty decisively. They was able to lead majority of the game. It's good to see Kyrie play in so much space. He has so many weapons around him that he can penetrate. He can do his isolation things. He can pass out if he gets double teamed and trapped. And he has people that can do damage. Christian Wood can hit threes. We got Powell down there that can hit the bank little hook shots. And he can dunk the ball. I like the fact that you just have so many weapons around Kyrie so he's able to operate and do what he usually does. And then he can fall back on guys being able to make shots. I think he'll fit well with Luka just because he can knock down shots from the perimeter himself. I think this was a good game to show that they can compete with the best in the West. That's the whole point of the trade, to upgrade the talent in Dallas and make them a more potent offensive team and give them more dynamism to what they need into their offense. And I feel like they needed a punch. They needed somebody to really help Luka. Luka was going for 40 to 50 every game because he had to a certain extent. And now he has another guy that can do the same, that can go for 25 to 30 and still be able to facilitate a little bit and still be able to help guys get their three-point shots because his team has a lot of shooters on it. And those guys feed off the penetration and the activity of Luka, and now they have another guy that can break down the defense and create for them too. You look at the Dallas Mavericks; they're 29 and 26. They're 3 games above 500. They're 10 and 17 away from Dallas. The Clippers 31-26. They're 14 and 11 at home. The Dallas Mavericks outscored them 41 to 25, showing you that this team is going to be tough to defend, tough to guard. This team has always been that way. As long as they have guys that can drive and create their own shot, the role players really benefit off of it, and it's just a tough team to stop. But I feel like the Clippers figured them out a little bit in the second quarter. 19 points only for Dallas, 27 points for the Clippers. But Dallas come back 21 to 26. The Clippers was able to own that quarter. They scored 2 points better, which is the Mavericks, but the Clippers was able to control the majority of the game. And then the Mavericks was able to pull out the fourth quarter 29 to 26 for 110 to 104. Tim Hardaway made a big three down the stretch that really gave them some separation. He has the ability to be fearless in big moments. He makes and he misses shots, but at least you got to give him credit for being confident to take them. 19 points for him, plus 8 and plus minus. One personal foul, one turnover, one steal, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, one of them offensive. 1 or 2 from the free throw line. He was a beautiful 4 or 9 from three. Just having him in the corner, having him at the top of the key as a guy you can kick out to has always helped his offense to a certain extent. Tonight he was able to make them efficiently. He was 7 to 16 from the field. He did other things tonight besides shoot the three, and that's what you like to see him do. He just doesn't do it enough that you love it, but you just wish that he can produce offensively the way he did tonight more consistently, especially because they gave up Dorian Finney-Smith and other guys like Spencer Dinwiddie, who was creators and shooters for them. That means their other ones are going to have to step up now, and I feel like Tim Hardaway and Reggie Bullock really showed that they can do it, and just they have to do it consistently now on. Reggie Bullock was able to shoot 6 of 12, 50% from three, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals. He also had 2 personal fouls, plus 10 and plus minus. But if you can get 18 points out of him and 18 to 20 points out of Tim Hardaway, this team is going to be tough to beat. But it's just not realistic each and every night. Dwight Powell, 10 points, did a good job finishing around the rim. He also had 2 personal fouls, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 of them was offensive. He was 0-2 from the free throw line, 5-8 from the field. He did what he usually does, and I feel like it's good to see him out there. You just wish he rebounded just a little bit better tonight. Kyrie fit right in like a glove. He did seem a little rusty with the passes. A lot of them was careless. A lot of them was sloppy. A lot of them was way off. But you have to get adjusted to where guys are on the court. You have to get adjusted to figuring out how to play your game and adjust to a new system. And I feel like it just takes time to figure that out. And remember, Luka didn't play this game either, so it's going to be tough to figure out when to play on the ball and when to play off the ball and how to play with Luka. It's going to take an adjustment for that too. But he did have one block, one steal, 5 assists. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 of 8 from three. I feel like he did a good job of mixing in the shots. He was 9 of 17 from the field. Josh Green started tonight, 14 points, +1 and plus minus, 4 personal fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 block, 2 steals, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Did a good job of being athletic and active, looking for blocks, looking for steals, getting out in transition. Also being able to hit 1 3 tonight, 1 of 2, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 of 7 from the field. Just used his speed and quickness as an advantage. Christian Wood didn't do much tonight. 6 points, +3 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 1 assist. But he did grab 6 rebounds when he played in his 17 minutes. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 4 from the field. JaVale McGee, 2 points, +2 and plus minus, 1 personal foul. He also had 3 blocks. You like to see that. He always been known as a rim protector. He also was able to grab 5 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive, 1 of 3 from the field. It's just good seeing him contributing and being healthy out there. We haven't really seen him play that well and play that much this season, but it's good to see that he did a decent job tonight. Right, 0 points, -4 and plus minus, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound, all one from the field. Pinson, 9 points, -1 and plus minus, 3 personal foul, 1 turnover, 4 assists. 2 rebounds, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 2 from the 3 point line, 3 of 4 from the field. And Jaden Hardy did a good job of penetrating, but he didn't execute and see the floor very well tonight. Had a lot of turnovers where he was lost and he was stuck, or he tried to overdo it. Trying to figure out when to score and when to pass is tough to do. He couldn't figure it out all the way tonight, but he did get to the paint very well and get out in transition very well. And those are the simple plays that you hope he can continue to make. He also had 3 rebounds, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 0 of 1 from the 3 point line. He was 3 of 5 from the field, so he was able to get to the shots. And just his playmaking and decision making wasn't very well tonight. Morris didn't play, Silva didn't play, Nina Keenan didn't play, AJ Lawson didn't play. It was the coach's decision. 52% from the field as a team, 48% from three. This team is capable of being dangerous and tough to defend, especially when they're making their threes. They're going to shoot a lot, and if they're able to make them, this team is going to be tough to defeat on most nights because some teams just can't outshoot them. They also shot 64% from the free throw line, set 11 of 17, 44 rebounds for the Dallas Mavericks, 26 assists, 7 steals, 6 blocks, 18 turnovers, and 20 personal fouls. But now that the game is over, the Mavericks are 30 and 26, and the Clippers are 30 and 27. They're 14 and 12 at home, and 11 and 17 for the Mavericks. That's the update on their record. So the Mavericks really become a 4-game over 500 team, and the Clippers continue to stay in the upper echelon. Paul George made some difficult shots, had some bad, rough shot selection, but he was able to make them tonight. Only had 20 points, -12 and plus minus, 3 personal fouls, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. One of them was offensive, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He did shoot 3 of 9 from the 3 point line. Some of them was good, some of them was bad, some of them was tough, some of them was easy, and some of them he just missed. He was 8 of 20 from the field, mixed it up tonight. Did a decent job of looking for his shot and being aggressive. Kawhi Leonard, 18 points, -1 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 1 block, 2 steals, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He was 1 of 1 from three. Didn't attempt that many. Was able to make the one that he did. He was 7 of 12. Didn't really come out looking to score. Was very passive tonight and allowed his teammates to score and handle the ball more. It seemed like he really wasn't looking to take over the game. And when he had an instance when he did, he disappeared after that, which was unfortunate because I feel like if Kawhi Leonard really felt that he can get a shot anytime he wanted to, I feel like he could have been the difference of them winning this game. But Dallas was able to continue to blitz offensively, and the Clippers could never get enough stops to win this game. Even Morris didn't shoot the ball particularly well tonight, 1 of 8 from the field. He was 0 of 1 from three. He needed to contribute more offensively. He had took a bulk of shots and didn't really come through for them. He also did get 6 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive, 4 assists, 2 steals, +2 and plus minus. But 2 points is not going to get it done against a team like Dallas. Zubac did get 9 points, +2 and plus minus, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 10 rebounds. He also had 3 offensive ones, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 3 of 3 from the field. Man, 21 points, which was pretty good. 3 personal fouls, 1 turnover, 4 assists, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 of 7 from the 3 point line, and 7 of 12 from the field. He did everything you needed him tonight. I think he also defended pretty well. It's just other guys didn't step up in the starting lineup offensively to really, make up for what they needed compared to the Mavericks, who started off the game scorching. And even though they slowed down, they were still able to maintain the lead and score just enough to win. Batum, 0 points, -2 and plus minus, 2 personal foul, 1 block, 1 steal, 2 rebounds. He was 0 of 3 from the 3 point line. Wasn't able to really score the ball in no type of way, and only really was standing in the corners and at the top of the key trying to provide spacing, but he could knock down shots when he was open. Same with Covington. He did do 3 points and -6 and plus minus, 3 personal foul, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 rebound. But he only did 1 of 4 from the 3 point line and 1 of 5 from the field. You just need more out of him if he's going to play 12 minutes. If you need more defensively and more offensively from him. D-Bot, 0 points, -1 and plus minus zeros across the board. Powell was one of their best players tonight, was able to create separation, was looking for a shot all night. 24 points for him, -6 and plus minus, 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 3 steals, 1 assist, 7 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 2 of 6 from the 3 point line, 8 of 17 from the field. Just was able to score in a variety of ways, and he was even able to get to the free throw line. Did a great job of getting steals, anticipation, rebounded the ball very well. He was a bright spot in today's game, outside of Terrence Mann and Paul George. Reggie Jackson, 7 points, -7 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, 2 turnovers, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. One of them was offensive, 1 of 2 from the 3 point line, 3 of 5 from the field. He did a good job of scoring when he had the ball and when he had opportunities. He also facilitated pretty decently. He just didn't get enough playing time to really contribute in a bigger way. I feel like he had a decent game though. And Luke Kennard, 0 points, +2 negative +2 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, all one from the field. Princeton, Coffee, Boston Jr. all didn't play. Coach's decision. They shot 44% from the field, 36% from three, and 76 from the free throw line. A decent game from the Clippers, but a hotter game from the Dallas Mavericks. The Clippers also only had 40 rebounds. They only had 21 assists. They did grab 10 steals, which was impressive. 4 blocks, which they trailed 6 to the Mavericks, and they only had 11 turnovers, which is good. They had good control, and they really took care of the basketball tonight, but they just couldn't put it in the basket as much as the Mavericks, and they couldn't get enough stops. 18 personal fouls for them, and they was only able to score 104 points. So the Clippers, a disappointing game. This is a game that you want to win. This is a game you should win. But you got to give credit to the Mavericks. They played their game. They played their style of play. They kept pushing the ball. They kept spacing the floor very well. And they even scored in the paint when it was needed. And I feel like Kyrie really did a good job of closing this game, making shots when it mattered, and looking aggressive to finish the game with a W. Your first W was without Luka. You came here to play with Luka and try to win with him, and you was able to do it without him tonight against a quality team. And the Clippers, that shows you the ceiling of the Mavericks is very high, when they get healthier. But to me, I'm still waiting to see more. I'm waiting to see how long it takes for them to really figure everything out. They don't have that many games as we already halfway through the season. So they have to figure it out very quickly, and Luka has to get back on the court to do that. And they're gonna have to take training, they practices and everything very serious if they really want to do some damage this year, because Kyrie is a free agent. So I think that that's something they're gonna have to fix and solve, because he's just too big of a part of what they're trying to do. And I think that he does fit what they're trying to do offensively. It just, can they defend? Can they keep the offense going the entire game? They showed the capabilities of it already. You just want to be able to see it more which we'll see down the season and how it goes as the season continues to go forward, how they defend, how they score, and how they shoot the ball. This has been one of their biggest downfalls is they got a great player, once in a generation player, but how do you build around them? How do you win with them? You want to be able to space the floor so he can pass and score and do his thing, but what's the complementary players that you need around him to win? They was able to figure it out a little bit last year with Jalen Brunson, but we knew that they were still pieces away from actually being able to win it all. Could they have beat Boston? Could they beat Golden State? Nobody would have thought that they would have, and they ended up losing to Golden State. Now Luka's getting older. He's getting more desperate. He wants to get the glory, and he should. You've been an MVP candidate. You've been an All NBA player. You have proven that you're one of the best players in the league. Eventually, you want them to, support you more by putting a requisite talent to get it done. And I feel like they're going in that direction. Now it's about, will they be able to get it done with Luka? I don't think it's as difficult as they have made it seem, but it do take patience. It do take time for guys to become available, having the right pieces available to get guys, making sure they fit, making sure they get together personality wise and can be able to communicate and be able to get on the same page and not be, going against each other like we seen in Brooklyn. You want guys to be able to want to play with each other, enjoy playing with each other, and be able to win together. And now we're going to see if they're able to do that in Dallas. I feel like this is a good fit for this two stars. I feel like they do play well off each other in your head. We just have to see it on the court. And I think it'll be fun. Other than that, I'm gone.